Hello and welcome back to Sew April. So today I will be showing how I use my manual press, I use it for rivets, spring snaps, and eyelets or grommets, however you want to, use them or call them or whatever. So there's like a million applications you can use them for. I use mine for bag making and clothing, so it's helpful to know how to use something like this. And I thought this would be a good little video. So anyways, I will get right on into it. Okay, first I will show how I store all my dyes. The dyes are the things that you put in here. The dyes are the things that you put in here for your press. I got this container at the Dollar Tree, and for my snaps I put a positive for the female snap, a negative for the male snap, and then this is for my 9mm rivet, and this one's for my 8mm rivet, and these up here are for my eyelet grommets, or eyelet and grommets. I got small, medium, large. So there's all that. And I do keep, like, this is for my cam snap with my plastic. I keep a sample in it so I always remember which way to put the things together. And I have the same with this right here for the metal spring snaps. I'll show you that. So I just keep a little sample, and it tells me there's the female and there's the male, and that way I know and I don't get confused on which pieces go with what. So I highly recommend doing that if you're doing spring snaps or even the cam snaps. You know, it's just nice to be able to do that. So first of all, I will show how to do a 9mm rivet. I also color code my die sets. I used a Sharpie, and I used, this one is green, and the top of the snap I put green on the inside, so that way I know if this is a set and it goes together, regardless if I forget which set it is, it goes together, because it can get confusing when you got multiples. It can get confusing because they look fairly similar. So I highly recommend that. Now you can also get rivet die sets for a hole punch to make a hole. I'm just going to use my leather hole punch. You can also get some for different types of rivets, which I do not have a die set for this. I tried it on my regular and it didn't work. I also got these jewel ones, and these do work on my die set. So, oh, and I also put a 9 on the bottom of that, so I know green is green and this is 9, and it goes together. So you put the bottom in right here. There is a screw if you need to adjust for your die set, and then the top just screws in. I would not recommend the die press that I got, because I got it on Amazon, and after like a month it broke. My husband had to put a cotter pin right here to make it work. So it works now, but I do not recommend that. Okay, so for the 9mm rivet, I usually just pick a small hole punch for in this. The 9mm, and since the 9mm is long, I'm going to go ahead and fold this together, and then I will punch a hole. See, I punched a little tiny hole in there, and then I will put the back of the die on there, or the post, and then the other piece just snaps on there. Then you just make sure that it's securely in there, and push real hard on your lever. And there's your rivet, and you see it just holds those things together. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off because I need this straight now. Okay, so next I will use my spring snaps. See, this one is the female. And looking at my diagram, the female has the button part, or the cap, and then the little donut piece, we'll call it. So you want the button piece, which is, or no, yeah, you want the button piece that has the little post. This is going to show on the outside of your fabric. So you want to put this on the bottom, and you also want to figure out where you want to put it. Like, I want my button piece on this part, and then the female part is just like a little teeny donut. See if I can get a little closer. So it has that little indent in the end. The donut part is going to go up. So there's like a little tiny nub on the back. There's the little donut. You want to put it donut, twist it to where it's going to go like that. And then you just push it up in there and it fits in the thing. And like I said, I want my button piece on this to be the pretty side. Sorry, I have to turn it this way. So then I just push down really hard, and there it is. That is the button piece. And I just put it upside onto the cap. So there's that. And then you take that out. And you take the little top piece out. And then you get the mail set. The mail set has a little tiny metal piece for the post. And I did color code these as well. So that's pink and this is pink. And this piece is got like a little spring around it. I don't know if my camera's really showing it. The post of the mail goes right on the little die set on the bottom. Now the snap piece, the mail piece like this. Let's see, let me look at my thing to make sure I did it right. It needs to go in this right here. Mine doesn't want to stay in there, like it's kind of loose. The way I get it to stay in there is I hold it and I put my screw my die in, and usually by the time I'm done screwing it in, somehow it just kind of like stays. Oh, it's not going to stay. Okay. Anyways, so you want to make sure that the nubby male piece right here is going to be facing this. So you want these pieces to connect. So I want the posts on the bottom, which I need to make a hole. Make a hole for that. And I'm going to put that hole on the post right there. And then you can just put this on that like that, or you can try to hold it up here. So I need to get my post back in the little thing. There we go. I'm just going to set it right on top and then smash it down, and there's your male piece and there's your female, and then you should be able to snap it together just like that. And this is more durable in my opinion for stuff like wallets. Like I did that on this wallet. You just have to make sure you put the placement of it correctly, and works perfect. So that is how you use these spring snaps, and I hope you can see what I did really good. Okay, now for the last thing, I need to take my die sets out. For the Grommet or Eyelets, I just color coded these ones a pinkish color, and it has a nub thing here that jumps. You put that in the bottom and then tighten that up, and then the spring, not the spring, and then you just screw the top piece in. Okay, so I've tried to do this a few times and I've had problems, and I looked at my box here. I grabbed the small grommets and I'm using the medium. So, change the die set, and I also, to try to prevent me from a problem like that, I also had kept a small one, a grommet in there, but I didn't pay attention to my video. So this time it will work. See, this has a much bigger place for the grommet to fit. And here we go. So what I'm going to do is, I have the medium grommet. I will get a marker and I will make a circle for the inside on my back side of the fabric. And if you're using fabric, you could use water soluble markers or something, or friction pen or friction marker. And I'm just folding the vinyl. Well, I was folding in half to get a circle, but didn't work. So I'm just cutting a hole out. Okay. And now I put the grommet or eyelet on the pretty side of the fabric, which mine is just vinyl. And then the female part, there's two pieces. There's a concave and convex. So one's like this and one's like that. I believe the one like that is the one that goes on top. So let me put this in here. And I just set it right on top of the thing. And then smash. And there you go. A perfectly set grommet, eyelet, whatever you want to call it. So, there you go. So I hope this video helps you to use a press for rivets, snaps, and I do like the one with the flat back, which this is the spring snap, because if you're wearing clothing, you want something smooth. You don't want something with a cap on it, and the same for a wallet. And then also, I hope the video helped you to use for grommets or eyelets for any of your uses. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you like the video, like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if you've used a press like this, or if maybe you've thought about getting some of the dies that I've mentioned on here. I will go ahead and link below some of the die sets that I have bought, and like this is for the spring snaps. It has different colors, and also don't forget to have a scrap piece so you can reference back to it, especially with the snaps, because there are 4 pieces to the snap and it can be quite confusing. Also, it's a really good idea to label your system to where you know what you're using, and like I said, have a sample piece of your stuff in your little tray. That helps too. So anyways, I hope you'll have a very blessed day, and I will catch you next time. Bye.